Nike, universally recognized as the absolute largest sportswear brand in the world, just signed Filipino tennis sensation Alex Eala. She inked a massive 3-year contract worth an absolutely staggering $45 million for her rising career. Yes, you heard that correctly. $45 million for a brilliant rising star making massive waves in tennis. However, this exact situation is where things get genuinely fascinating and honestly quite dramatic for everyone watching the sport. While Nike enthusiastically rolls out the luxurious red carpet for Eala, they are simultaneously giving the cold shoulder elsewhere. They are brutally ignoring a loyal veteran, the current world #1 player, Aryna Sabalenka. Nike executives have monitored Alex Eala incredibly closely, fully convinced that her phenomenal talent represents the absolute future. She is the future of tennis within the Asian market, where thousands of passionate fans are flooding the streets. These massive crowds gather simply to catch a fleeting glimpse of her playing, creating an electric excitement for everyone. This overwhelming hype forced Nike to act fast because massive competitors like New Balance and Adidas were heavily pursuing her. Nike absolutely refused to suffer a disastrous repeat of the moment they tragically lost Coco Gauff to New Balance. That catastrophic failure was a massive blow to their brand, and they have deeply regretted it every single day since. Gauff transformed into an incredibly marketable athlete, and Nike carelessly let her slip right through their trembling fingers. Corporate leaders were fiercely determined to never make that exact same careless mistake a second time around. So when they spotted this golden opportunity with Eala, they pounced immediately because her global buzz is completely undeniable. While official contract details remain unconfirmed by either camp, multiple credible insider sources are finally reporting the shocking numbers. These insiders claim the massive deal is worth $45 million, spanning over 3 highly lucrative years. These hidden bonus add-ons create an absolute fortune, but the ultimate kicker is that she transcends a standard endorsement. Executives are strategically positioning her as the premier face of the entire Nike brand across the Southeast Asian market. That is a huge deal, meaning she becomes their ultimate regional ambassador to massively drive sales and brand recognition. Seriously, take a moment and think about what this incredible level of massive corporate investment actually means for her. They are granting her immense wealth, a monumental platform, and a powerful role packed with intense responsibility and visibility. They are treating her like an absolute superstar, offering elite perks reserved strictly for their absolute best athletes. She effortlessly secured gorgeous custom outfits, endless promotional campaigns, and every luxurious benefit of a true signature athlete. Now, we must urgently address the massive elephant in the room regarding the deeply frustrated superstar, Aryna Sabalenka. While Eala is showered with lucrative contracts and endless attention, Sabalenka has been brutally left out in the cold. This contrast is incredibly stark because Sabalenka has spent years practically begging Nike for basic improvements to her contract. She has been highly vocal about demanding the premium recognition that truly matches her prestigious elite global status. Before this season began, Sabalenka specifically demanded a completely unique outfit befitting a true world #1 player.
And yeah, unfortunately, next season it's not gonna be that special for me, but exactly.
They boldly declared they were entirely unwilling to give Sabalenka the star prominence she was desperately asking for. Let that tragic reality truly sink in for a moment, because a multiple Grand Slam champion was deemed completely unworthy. Meanwhile, the second they witnessed Eala generating massive excitement and rising popularity, Nike aggressively acted immediately. They rapidly signed her to a massive deal, sending a brutal and incredibly clear message that fans are still dissecting.
From tennis fans once again after Aryna Sabalenka said that she would not be getting any star treatment at the Slams next year.
Analysts are fiercely debating whether Aryna is truly being maliciously snubbed by the globally iconic swoosh brand. Sabalenka has been fiercely loyal for years, capturing major titles and dominating the absolute top of the worldwide rankings. Yet, Nike completely refused to budge, while a rising young player effortlessly secured a $45 million contract. This rookie became the supreme face of a massive region, and the blatant disrespect toward Sabalenka is absolutely shocking.
And she's been in the headlines this season alone multiple times. First, for smashing her racket, following her Australian Open loss to Madison Keys, and then, of course,
that fiery outburst followed a devastating loss, leading directly into an infamous and deeply messy Roland Garros press conference. She controversially downplayed the monumental success of Coco Gauff, instantly facing a massive wave of intense public criticism. But wait, because there is actually far more to this escalating story, and it truly gets even messier behind closed doors. The fragile relationship between the iconic sportswear brand and their top athlete has reportedly been deteriorating for quite a while. Recent chaotic events have drastically worsened the situation, with Sabalenka shockingly confirming the tragic end of her custom dresses. She even heartbreakingly hinted at desperately sending direct messages to executives, begging them to keep creating her signature outfits. But judging from all current indications, things are rapidly spiraling in the absolute worst possible direction right now. Their once powerful corporate partnership might tragically fail to even survive the turbulent remainder of this current year. So what exactly went so horribly wrong behind the scenes? Well, several critical and incredibly damaging factors are actively at play. First was her incredibly high-profile and frustrating loss to Madison Keys, an outcome that clearly left executives deeply unhappy. But significantly worse were her highly controversial public comments regarding Coco Gauff after her massive victory at Roland Garros. Those toxic remarks created an absolute massive stir in the tennis world, severely threatening an incredibly protective corporate brand. Nike desperately values its pristine public image, and they were absolutely furious about being associated with that ugly controversy. They are now aggressively distancing themselves from Sabalenka, entirely abandoning her both on and off the professional court. The brand is reportedly completely refusing to defend her questionable behavior as these embarrassing public issues endlessly continue multiplying. It is becoming crystal clear that they are executing a ruthless, calculated business decision to permanently separate from her. They are aggressively protecting their pristine reputation in the sports world, even if it means ruthlessly cutting a top-ranked champion. But the terrifying drama absolutely does not stop there, because corporate executives apparently issued her several very strict final warnings. During the Women's Tennis Association finals, she was caught endlessly complaining amidst shocking rumors of verbally abusing Aryna Sabalenka. Now, I want to be entirely clear here, because these serious allegations represent a massive problem if they are actually true. Nike executives were already deeply unhappy with various toxic aspects of their heavily strained relationship with Sabalenka. They were reportedly profoundly disturbed by how aggressively she was treating her opponents throughout the entire tournament. These escalating behavioral issues seem to have completely pushed the brand relationship absolutely beyond the point of repair. When you combine the intense on-court frustrations with controversial comments and alleged mistreatment, a dark picture emerges. It perfectly explains why Nike might be desperately looking to move on and permanently cut their massive corporate losses. With the shocking signing of Alex Eala, it truly feels like Nike has officially chosen exactly where to invest their vast resources. The timing of this entire dramatic situation is particularly brutal for Sabalenka when you just imagine being in her position. You are the reigning world #1 who has proudly won multiple Grand Slams while practically begging your elite sponsor for years. You desperately ask for the massive premium recognition you rightfully deserve, and they repeatedly tell you absolutely no. Then, seemingly overnight, they ruthlessly turn around and hand a massive $45 million contract to a much younger player. While this new rising rookie is incredibly talented, she has absolutely not achieved a fraction of what you have already accomplished. That blatant public rejection truly has to sting, but from a strict corporate perspective, they are making a ruthless business decision. Yes, Eala possesses tremendous superstar potential and is currently generating incredible global excitement within highly lucrative markets. But this massive corporate shift is also about far more than just natural tennis ability and winning prestigious elite matches. It is entirely about ultimate marketability, pristine public behavior, and deciding exactly who can best represent the global brand. Right now, corporate executives have clearly decided that Eala is a vastly superior financial investment compared to keeping Sabalenka. The harsh message is brilliantly clear because Nike has permanently moved on and gone completely all in on their brand new star. With this massive rookie contract, it seems extremely unlikely Sabalenka will ever be offered anything remotely close to her dreams. In fact, the absolute game might be completely over forever for her once highly coveted relationship with the iconic sportswear brand. So she is going to urgently need to find a brand new sponsor if things relentlessly continue down this toxic and destructive path. There are definitely other premium brands out there, but losing this specific partnership is a massive financial and prestigious blow. As for Eala, this is a truly incredible life-changing opportunity, heavily backed by one of the absolute biggest brands globally. Now it is entirely up to her to deliver on that massive potential and prove to the entire world that Nike chose correctly. This entire chaotic situation is absolutely crazy, and it will be endlessly fascinating to watch it gracefully play out over the coming months. Please make sure to drop your honest thoughts in the comments and let me know if you think they made the right massive $45 million decision today.